Hey, I know I didn't exactly do as I said in terms of streaming my reaction to the whole Pokemon Presents. I simply just didn't have the time to get the stream like up, running, and get things working. Although I didn't want to leave y'all empty-handed, so I am obviously recording like a sort of post reaction where I'm going to talk about like all the cool stuff that went on in the little direct thing. I've got like my little notepad thing open. It's not going to be seen in the video, but yeah. Well, the first thing I want to talk about is our first our first like pretty relevant Mighty Raid that we're doing. We got the original starter trio coming in now that they're all finally in a game again, or at least in a game that actually made them relevant. And yeah, we got Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard all coming in special raids, with Charizard actually returning with its Dragon typing, which I think is really cool. It's nice that they're finally doing something for the original three. Heck, we even got them on the poster back here. Anyway, that's enough on Scarlet and Violet. I'm glad the game was as fun as it was. And it seems that especially for this direct, they're going to try and push like all the Scarlet and Violet based things, since this game's kind of like on its like last legs, it's sort of its grand finale. Anyway, next I wanted to talk about the Pokemon Go stuff that's going on right now, and by that I basically mean like the Pokemon Horizons event, and complete with some like Liko and Roy stuff, Pokemon Day A themed Pokemon. We finally had the Charcadet line, which is very beautiful because I love the Charcadet line. Cirrledge is probably my favorite Pokemon in the main Paldea Pokedex. And it's nice to see him, that absolutely monstrous little demon, come back for another fight. Okay, goes done. Yes. The legendary beast coming to sleep. It's nice to see Raikou already like showing up, but I'm not a sleep player, or I guess sleep user. Is that kind of how it works? Yeah, I don't use Pokemon Sleep, so this doesn't concern me too much, but I think the people that actually like enjoy Pokemon Sleep are going to be happy to see more legendaries show up, which is very nice. Um, and then we have Pokemon Masters and Cafe, which I also don't play, but they have some pretty cool stuff with Silver Gita and a new kind of Gladion coming to Masters, which is honestly pretty cool. The gameplay looks pretty interesting, but it just doesn't seem like an RPG I'd really enjoy that much. Mostly just because I don't really like gacha games, but yeah. As for Cafe, we've got Gimmighoul, the Paldea starters, and the box art non-legendaries kind of showing up, which it's cool. Scarlet and Violet's still relevant, even though all the DLC is passed, which I think is very nice, even though I don't play Cafe, and I've not played any of like the Papa's Pizzeria type games. And alright, so we got 3 things left I want to talk about in the direct. And honestly, this is actually really sick. First of all, Unite. I've never been the biggest fan of Unite, but this might actually like get me to start wanting to play again. First of all, Cirrledge is coming, albeit it's the latest of them, of the 3 that were announced. Phalanx is cool. I like this. I like the silly little guys. It's cool that we get to watch them squad up finally, albeit they're coming in April, so that's a little bit sad. But the big man himself, the pretty much the star of Gen 9, we've got Miraidon coming in today. Or at least today at the time of recording this. Which I am very happy for. They're putting more legendaries in, or I guess Miraidon's not really legendary, but it is really nice to see Miraidon I guess legendary types get added into Unite. It was really well received with Mewtwo, Mew, and a bunch of the others, which is good because this might be the only way I'll actually go back and go into playing Unite like legitimately. Might even start streaming it more often once I get like Miraidon, or maybe even Cirrledge come in whenever he does. Okay, so I really wanted to get into this because this is really interesting. I used to love collecting the cards. I never played the TCG, but I did love the cards because it's funny, silly little art, and the trading aspect was a lot cooler since I never had a Switch. I never had a Pokemon game that could do that. Anyway, TCG Pocket, or what I'll just call the Pokemon TCGP, that's gonna help. I love this idea. I'm just gonna say that right now. This idea is phenomenal. Like, people thought I know a lot of people similar to me think that like the battle system is very hard to like wrap your head around on even like on the tabletop, and I think adding it to like the TCG, or adding the TCG online in like a better scale than like the old Pokemon Flash games that were back on the website back in the day. I think this is really cool, and it might actually help people with the smoothest brains imaginable, like me, to actually get into TCG and like enjoy it. Which I think is going to be, which I think this is a great evolution for the Pokemon Company, and it's great to see that they still got some kinks to iron out since they have yet to release get like a proper month and release date. Anyway, ho ho baby, I am so excited to talk about this last one. I unfortunately have never played Pokemon X or Y. I'm gonna let this be known right now because I have not had any attachment to a lot of the modern Pokemon games aside from like watching the anime. Which, yeah, call me a weeb all you want, but oh my god, Legends ZA. Allegedly the new Pokemon Z, which I am more than excited for because I kind of get to sort of explore Kalos in a different way. It's not gonna be the correct way since I never played X or Y, but it'll definitely be a really fun way considering that one, it's a Legends game, and two, Megas are back. I'm gonna let that sink in because I know full well that Megas were the single best thing to be put into Pokemon. Terrestrialization comes kind of close, but I definitely think bringing Megas back is the best play they could do here. And seeing that it's not coming out anytime this year, or at least they haven't specified, I am praying to God that this game is good, because I know full well that people have been asking for this game for so long now, like pretty much ever since X and Y's inception. And I am hoping to God that they don't screw this up like they did with Scarlet and Violet, because that game was rushed at best, and a lot of the patches fixed most of the bugs, but it's still kind of awkward. So if they actually make this game similar how well they made Legends Arceus, you already know I'm gonna be all up on this game. I will be praying for this game probably until this comes out, and I'm hoping, what I'm expecting is that they bring this out like maybe sometime in May to July of 2025. Give it as much time as I'm to cook as it needs to. Because, as we saw with Scarlet and Violet and other games in the past, rush games do not perform well. Unless you're Mega Man 7, but that's besides the point. But yeah, that's all the main direct thing. That's all like the main direct stuff I have to talk about. But I do at least want to give like a big thanks, just like as a creator. I don't know. I've only started doing this like September, and I already have like 45 subs. I'm surprised that I've gotten this far, and I'm glad to see that some of my other stuff is gaining. Some of my other streams are starting to gain a little more traction, especially the tournament ones and the Friday Night Funkin' one I did it a while back. Please subscribe. Thank you to those who have already subscribed, and don't worry, I've got my scripted videos being worked on. The script's like nearly halfway done. So expect that sometime soon. I still don't think I can give off a release date, but I think it'll be worth your wait. So yeah, that's all I really gotta say. Please subscribe. I want to keep working on funny stuff like this. Hopefully, I'll see y'all all when I actually create a better video.